this is a thing that people may know or may not know. Like I said, we live in a world of opposites. We live in a world, where if you're trying to do one thing, folks are just against you. Everybody's not really for you. Everybody's not really against you as well. And I know what that is. I haven't heard that message in a while. That's funny. But yeah, there you go. I guess we just live in a world, man, where people, will oppose you and go against you just to be against you. If everything is white, then they're black. If it's black, then they're white. Whatever the case may be. We live in a world of opposites. We live in a world where people, you know, just don't want to see you succeed. Just don't want to see you, do your thing. And you could act like everybody's your friend. You can act like everybody is for you if you want to. You can do that. There are people who are for you. There are people who do wish you well. Thank you for the thumbs up in the chat. I appreciate that as well. But then it does come to a fact where you have to be cognizant of the fact that everybody's not your friend. These are things that folks know already. Saying, like I said, I don't have to highlight that. What's that blinking light? See a blinking light somewhere. I don't know why that blinking light is there. Anyway, I'm looking at my own camera. Forgive me. But yeah, we live in a world of opposites. We live in a world where, sometimes people just want to oppose you just for the sake of opposing you. People want to go against you, and just, be that thorn in your side or whatever the case may be. And you can let that affect you. You can be naive to the situation and pretend like everybody likes you, they love you, or whatever the case may be. Or just be cognizant of the fact that you will have people out there, will try to stop you and thwart you at all different situations. I don't care not if it's a condition. Let me see. I don't care if you succeed or not. I have been conditioned to think about myself by the world we're living in. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. People are like that. Caesar. Oh, sorry about that. If I didn't acknowledge everybody in here. Thank you, Princess, for coming through. Lonely Prepper, appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up and whatnot. Let me take off this hat, because it is getting a little hot in here. Um, like I said, folks, I'm just doing what I got to do. Yeah, sometimes it's not about whether or not folks caring that you succeed or not. Sometimes people just want to oppose you because that's in their nature. Sometimes it's just folks in their nature just to be opposite of you. Sometimes people just come against you because you're the way that you are. You have the particular things going on, in your life, that, make people, just dislike you for what you do. And sometimes people just have to feel some type of way. You can't please everybody. I can't please everybody. I can't, be that guy. I am who I am in the position that I'm in. Just making a point. I have, yeah. No, no. Listen, I hope the best for all you out there. See, I hope the best for anybody out there doing their thing. But I acknowledge the fact that we live in a world where there are people who just want to see you go down. Yeah, see me, you hear me. I see you. I can't hear you, but I see you out there. And I think there's a lot of naive people out there. I think there's a lot of naive people out there in the world that think, you can please everybody, that you can make everybody happy, that you can, suffice and get people on your side. And, that's the worst way to be. The reality is that, like I said, you may have a couple of people who actually pull for you and want you to succeed and, wish the well, wish the best for you and whatnot. But it comes to a point where you have to be cognizant of the fact that we live in a world where, there are people out there who have the crab in the barrel mentality, that, just, you know, uh, take them down syndrome or whatever the case may be. And sometimes I see people trying to befriend folks, who don't have their best interests in mind. Sometimes you're trying to be in good with people who would rather see you die or rather see you fail or rather see you not succeed. And it's not because they particularly care whether or not you succeed or not. It's just because that's in their nature. Like I'll give you, for instance, a little story you heard before about the scorpion and the frog. The scorpion was reluctant. No, not the scorpion. The frog was reluctant to take the scorpion across the river because he was afraid that it would sting him. And the scorpion said to the frog, "No, I'm not going to sting you. What's going on, Yas poet?" So somehow or another, the scorpion convinces the frog to take him on his back, and midway through the sea, through the river, or whatever. And what happens? The scorpion stings the frog, and the frog is going down and asks, and asks the scorpion as they're both about to die, why did you do it? And then the scorpion says, it's in my nature. It's just in my nature. And sometimes it's just in people's nature to be against you. Sometimes it's just in people's nature to be opposite of what you are, because they want to be that foil, or they want to be that, antagonist to your protagonist. Sometimes people feel like it is that. It's not my story, but it is a story that's been told. Somehow the government, the media manipulate the public, the chaos. Yeah, well, hey, maybe that's the case, Josh Poet. I don't know, but all I know is that there's a lot of negativity out there, But this is just to tell folks not to be naive, about the situation. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody's hating on you. I'm not saying everybody's gonna hate you or, want to come against you. There's some people that genuinely want to see you succeed. There's people out there that genuinely want to see you, do your thing or whatever the case may be, And the reality of that is, that it could be far and few between. It could be a lot. It could be for a moment. It could be for a particular situation or something that you did. Nice bamboo on the fridge. What's bamboo? Nah, that's not bamboo. It's not bamboo. I was like, you see bamboo up there. It's not bamboo. It's some kind of plant. I wish I had some bamboo somewhere. But appreciate that. For the most part, like I said, it is what it is. Oh, you got trees in there. You got trees and all the kind of emojis in there. Got 7 people on a Sunday night. I appreciate you folks. Like I said, thank you for coming by. Thank you for showing that love. That's what it's about. 8 people. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. It's just about not being naive. Greetings, Milton, everyone. Glad you finally got the stream going. Yeah, I did get the stream going. Oh, I didn't. I didn't even know I didn't even know if you was there. You was the first one there, Lonely Prepper. But thank you for coming back. I thought you were still here, but thank you for being here. Like I said, I'm literally just coming in from work. So came in from work. I said, let me knock out this live stream. I've been doing these live streams and whatnot, just trying to get this watch time. But you got to try to make it interesting, engage with the audience. Like I said, somebody said I told a good story, but it's not my story. You have a great week as well, Yachts Poet. I appreciate you for coming through. Peace and love to you. Shout out to you out there. Shout out to everybody else out there too. But this is just, like to let people know that, there are going to be people that come against you. There are going to be people who are just against you because you are who you are. It's not, and sometimes it's not even anything personal. Sometimes you may give off a positive energy, a positive light, or, a certain type of aura, and they may come from a negative side where they're against you just because of the principles. And it's like it says in the Bible, we war not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, the principles that people have. Sometimes there's just opposites in the world of principles. You think you're warring with a person, just like if a troll comes on to the chat, and the troll says something to me, and I hate saying troll, the person, let's say a person comes on to the chat and says something negative against me. I'm not beefing against that person. I'm beefing against the principle, the negative things that they said. It's not between me and that person, especially if I don't know the person that's on the other end. If they're strange or whatever, and they don't know me, they may not like something I said. They may not like what I stand for. They may not like how I portray. They may think I'm fake, I'm phony. It could be a whole host of things, and vice versa. I could feel the same about them too. So it comes to a situation to where we war against principles. We have an opposite in principles, ideas, philosophies, thoughts, particular things that we do. And the naivete sometimes as it exists in people is to pretend and think that everybody's going to align with you, just because you may say something that they want to hear. I could come on and say something that you want to hear, but doesn't mean you align with me. I could say, you could say something that I want to hear. It doesn't mean I'm aligned with you. It just means we had an agreeable moment at that particular moment in time. And sometimes people confuse cooperation, and agreement with actual, people being on your side in love or, endearment or whatever the case may be, or being in the same mind. No, some people just go along to get along. Sometimes people, for political reasons, do it. Sometimes people in work situations do it, even in relationships sometimes, and that's just really where I'm at with that. I don't know if anybody has anything to say about that. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's just where I'm coming from. Just expressing my thoughts and whatnot on the matter. I didn't even think I would have that much to say on this topic, but yeah, we do live in a world of opposites. We do live in a world where people will, just oppose you to oppose you. I don't know if anybody knows about this, how, they have paid hecklers out there. Somebody had put me onto this a couple of years back, how They have people to go to protest, paid protesters to go out there and protest against something. It could be protesting against abortion, it could be protesting for gay rights or against gay rights. It could be protesting against a religion. It could be protesting against Starbucks. It could be protesting in anything. They have actually paid hecklers. At the end of the day, we all care about ourselves and have our own interests in mind. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. It is about that. I'm not going to lie and say we don't all have our own interests in mind. Sometimes people have interests outside themselves. Sometimes it's not so much about seeing yourself, but seeing, life outside of yourself. Not just looking in our own limited sphere of understanding, our own, circle of competence. Sometimes when we're at our best, we can see outside of ourselves. We can see, life from another person's perspective. It's not just about us. I mean, I can get on here and just talk about the things that I want to talk about and just see life from the particular, standpoint that I want to see it. I could assume that I'm always right, but I'm not. I don't always have all the answers. I don't always know what the hell I'm talking about sometimes. And sometimes we fought in church and we get the pews to ourselves. Yeah, sometimes we do. Yeah, Bumblebee Junction, thank you for coming through. It's like that, but the reality is that we do have interests in mind. We do have certain things that, we agendas and things that we do, but at our best, we're not just thinking about ourselves. At our best, we are, on a real level. It's what it is, Bumblebee. I don't mind a joke or two. Saying, like I said, sometimes people do fart in church. They fart in church a little too much. We got sidestep them and whatnot. Little kids are pointing out, oh, mommy, he farted. Oh, mommy, why they do that? Little kids will do that. So, it happens. People fart in church. They have to let it out for the Lord. Anyway, that's another story. Side note. Sorry about that. That's a sidebar conversation. But yeah, back to what Cecil was saying. Sometimes people just do have their own interests in mind. And the fight is to not only just see life from our perspective and what matters most to us, which it is important, and I will do a live stream about that. I don't know if that's tomorrow or the day after, something like that. What's going on, Molly? 1K Dolly, I appreciate you live from Chicago. Thank you for being here. Much love and respect to you. But yeah, we do have things. But even with the interest that we have, there's people that, just oppose us because of whatever interests that we may have and, things that we do stand for. Sometimes people say, you know what, I'm just going to stand against you because you stand for what you stand for. And that's just what it is. So like I said, that's just my, opinion, my thoughts on it. Like I said, there's truth to it as well. But if you folks are more than welcome to chime in and throw comments in and give your point of view on that, because like I said, even though this is me talking almost sort of a monologue, I do appreciate the comments and especially the thumbs up and the fact that you have participation here, inside the live stream and whatnot. I'm actually starting to get used to this, just this conversation, this back and forth thing. I do appreciate all of you, all the comments, everything that you have to say. Thank you for the next thumbs up too. Appreciate that. Because, believe it or not, I think a lot of you folks have taught me. Woo! There you go, Molly Dolly. Woo! I think you've taught me as well. Hopefully I taught you, you made me think. You've said things to me that have inspired me, have motivated me. Some, to piss me off. How old am I? I'm 19. Can't you see by my boyish grin? Nah, seriously, but I'm 37. 37 going on 73. But somewhere around there. The wisest man that was never wise. I don't know. Yeah, but somewhere that part. So like I said, I learn from everybody. I learn from the folks that say the positive things, the negative things, the in between things, all that. Nah, people are curious, Bumblebee. People are curious about Mel Mel. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I get you so curious till you may want to, one day be Mel Mel. Anyway, no, I don't know. You can't take up the mantle. It's all good. Be you, be you, be who you are. But like I said, this is just a conversation. It's a kickback, a chill kickback conversation. I'm easy like a Sunday night, or is Sunday night easy? Or is it hard? I don't know. You tell me. I guess it depends on the drink of choice. I turned 50 in May, so we're even. Wow, okay, 50. Gather those rosebuds. 50 years old. I'm not there yet, but when I get there, wow, kudos to me. But congratulations for making it, just for making it to that point, 50 years on this planet, on this earth. I think the day that I turn 50 years old on this earth, it will stand still. Okay, okay, lonely prepper. So we getting down to the small talk conversation. How was work today? Work was really good. It was really good. It was progress. It was productive. You know, as work should be. So I'm here. Like I said, I haven't even taken off the sweater yet. So there must have been something good about it. But I just came in and just wanted to I hit you with some of this, some of that. Now work was really positive. It was really good experience. Just to be able to get through the day and just do what you need to do. Whatever discrepancies or idiosyncrasies or faults or whatever that has to come for next week, Monday, whatever the case, I'll deal with it then. But for now, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, hopefully just the next week is just, even better. Got some things to take care of and whatnot. Hopefully things are going good for you, lonely prepper. I looked at that land that you was telling me about, and whatnot. Not to get too much on the sidebar conversation, but I hope you folks there have a good week as well. So, like I said, I don't want to get too off on a tangent and whatnot, but things are good. You know, hopefully they get even better. And that's just where I'm at with that. But I don't know. You know, I don't know if is there anything else anybody would like to say to express. Is there any questions, comments, criticisms? I don't know. What did you think for those people that were listening from the beginning? What did you think about what I had to say? That was for you to get out of the city. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the city. I'm gonna get out of the city art. I don't know if I'm gonna go upstate. I don't know if stay in New York, but for the most part, I am gonna get out of the city. And right now I have to get out of this actual. I have to get out of this live stream. I'm getting a call. Hello, this Jones support. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. I'm getting a call that I have to take. And I appreciate you folks for being here. But I think we've pretty much covered a lot of the bases. That we live in a world of opposites. Where things go on. Peace out to you. You will see me again. God spare life. And yeah. Thank you for watching. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Namaste. Bang.